This is Couples Court with the Cutlers.
This is the case of Drews versus Drews. You all have been together for 16 years. You've married, you've got 2 kids together, but the future of this family depends on what happens here today in this courtroom. Ms. Drews, you've initiated this case. Tell us why, please.
Because I feel my husband's cheating on me, and I just want to know what's going on. He's been distant. He's just don't talk to me, don't do nothing around the house no more, and I'm wanting to know why, and I'm wanting to know why all of it's going on.
Is he the man you married?
No.
He's a different person.
Yes, correct.
How does that make you feel?
It hurts. A lot of arguing.
A lot of arguing. So there's no peace in your home. And how long has it been that way? How long have you been living like this?
About 2 years.
Oh, wow. And I see the tears in your eyes. That has got to be overwhelming.
Yep.
Mr. Drews, your wife, your bride is standing here with tears in her eyes rolling down her face. What does that make you feel like?
I mean, it hurts. It's all usually starts over something's missing or something disappeared or it's not where she wanted it at, and instantly she starts blaming me. You had sex with somebody and you gave them my stuff, or you're giving them my belongings. It started, I lost a good job and I kind of went through it. I was depressed, just didn't really do nothing. I slept all the time, laid on the couch, didn't do nothing. I was out of work for about a month and a half, and that's when it all started. We had some girl and she was a little on the friendly side from what we heard, and I constantly got accused of her every time Donna went somewhere.
So, all these accusations, do you deny them?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so you say you have not been cheated?
I have not. No, there's no way. I got a family, there's no way. There's nothing in the world that would make me do that. I love my family, I love my kids, I love my wife. I wouldn't jeopardize it.
All right, but there has to be something that gave you a clue, Miss Drews, that something was going on. What were the things that made you go,
I found a shirt in my house, in my basement, in my laundry. That was not my shirt, or my kids' shirt, or my friends' shirts.
So whose shirt was this?
It's her friends' kids from where they came over to go swimming.
No.
And they changed clothes in our boys' room, and they just threw their shirt down, and it got in their dirty clothes. Her friend even said to me it was her kids, but then she turns around and tells Donna it wasn't. So it's her friend was trying to start stuff between us. It's the only explanation.
And you obviously, Miss Drews, did not find that to be true.
No, because I was with my friend that day.
And that was your first red flag that something's going on here, potentially.
Correct.
Have you seen any other red flags?
The bodily fluid on my bed, on his side of the bed.
Bodily fluid?
Yes.
Okay, what did you find and how did you find it?
We had just moved in a couple months before that, and my friend had called me up and was like, how'd you do your bedroom? How'd you finish up your bedroom? I was like, well, why don't you come over and see it? So, you would like pull your blanket back and go to look, like go to show him, because you had just slept there. So I pulled it back to go show him. And when I pulled it back, there was a spot on his side, like on the edge of his bed, right there, about that big.
Okay.
Of blood. And I'm like, that's not from me.
Okay.
And you think that this came from him having sex with another woman?
Yeah.
In your brand new bedroom?
Right.
Brand new sheets?
Right, correct.
Nice.
Mr. Drews, did you have an explanation as to why this stain was there?
I do construction, and I took about 5 blows to the shin one day at work from skids and all that, and I had a big old gash in my leg, and it wouldn't heal for several months. And it was constantly oozing, the scab was constantly getting pulled off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was gross.
But
I'm still trying to give you the benefit of the doubt. Ms. Drews, you believe it was from him being with another woman in your bed.
And that's false.
What else has happened to make you think
I've
he's cheating?
had things come up missing.
All right,
Okay.
tell me about this.
At our old place, there was a pair of shoes came up missing, sandals of mine. And then when we moved to the new place, another pair came up missing. I've had polishes come up missing. I've had all kinds of things.
What kind of
Nail polish?
Yeah.
Her one friend even called her. This is about 3
Wait a minute, hold on.
Hold on, we're going to get to you. Nail polish, 2 pair of shoes, anything else?
I mean, people lose shoes off.
Tampons. I've had tampons come up missing at my house. I've had all kinds of
Okay,
Favorite
people,
products?
people don't use
clips, all kinds of stuff.
Ms. Drews, you seem, I mean, just convinced that he is
Something's
cheating,
not right.
that he's had women in your house. Why? I mean,
Because he's did it before. It's been a long time.
he's done it before.
Yes.
He had.
Years ago when I got past it, I've moved on.
What happened?
But He had messed around, but we got past it, and I had too, but we got past
When
it.
you say messed around, I mean,
In my house. So
When
I
we'd
just
get into
felt-
arguments, she would take off. She'd go do
I
her
would leave.
thing, and I would do my thing.
and your thing was having
my
women
house.
in your house?
I had an affair one time in our house with somebody that we know, yes. But
Okay.
you know, I mean, it happened, and we both
Okay.
agreed to forgive. I forgave her for what she did, and she forgave me for what we
Yes,
did,
and we've
we
moved
moved on. 5 years after we start the family, this stuff happens because stuff starts disappearing.
But here's the thing, Miss Drews, you are convinced that he's cheating now.
Yes,
There is a past history
correct.
of
With
cheating.
my friend.
So, because of this history of him cheating in the past in the home with a friend,
Correct.
you believe that Mr. Drews is bringing women to your house cheating.
Yes, yes.
Mr. Drews, and you're adamant none of this is going
there's
on.
No way. I go to work and I come home, and every time I'm at the house, I'm always with my kids.
How do you explain these missing items?
Well, the one pair of flip-flops or sandals, whatever, that came up missing, her one friend called her and even said that her other friend's the one that took them, that she'd seen her wearing them and even described them exactly how they were, right?
That was one pair.
Yeah, one pair. And she
All right.
knows it's her friend's, but for some reason she just keeps blaming me.
Well, is it possible that he's messing with any of your friends?
That's what I even thought too. Maybe it's somebody close to me. I've even thought that.
Has anything else occurred to make you think he's cheating?
Tapping on the window. I heard sound like a nail.
What is it? What does it
Tapping
sound
on my
like?
window, like a nail, like on the glass window of
Okay.
my house. I
Okay,
heard
like
that.
a fingernail.
Yeah, I said something to him. He's like, "Oh, it's nothing." He blew it off.
You're leaving out a
Okay.
key part of the story.
All right,
Okay,
hold on, Mr.
hold on,
Drews.
Mr.
I'm gonna give you a
Drews.
chance to respond, but I want to hear. So you heard
Well,
some tapping on the window. You
Yes.
didn't think
I
anything
said
of
something.
it.
He blew it off. So
Okay.
I just said, "Forget it." Never said no more about it. But then I'm laying in bed one night, and my sons come to him and tap him up and wake him up and say, "Somebody's tapping on the window."
So you think the tapping on the window is what?
Maybe for him, and that's why he didn't tell me.
Like some woman coming to tap on the
I'm
window?
wondering.
Who would
Yeah.
do
You all live on a first
Yes.
floor? Okay, because I'm like,
Yeah.
is somebody climbing a ladder to make this happen?
No, we
Okay.
live on a one-story, like ranch-style house.
A ranch-style house.
Yes.
So tip, tip, tip.
Tip. Exactly.
Mr. Drews, that's pretty bold if a woman's coming to
That's
tap
what
on
I
your
heard.
bedroom
Yeah,
window
it
at
is.
night.
That's why I was.
And you would think
that's, no,
he'd
it's
know
not
which
me 'cause
window
of
to
that.
tap. You know,
And
if
why
you
would I
do it
tell
all
someone to
that.
come tap on the window for me if I am having an affair? Why would I do that?
That's
Yeah,
the
I'm a deep
million-dollar
sleeper.
question, because every day somebody comes in here and I'm like, that was dumb. So
And they still do it, right?
they still do it.
Right.
So that the fact that it's dumb or doesn't make any sense, that fits right here.
Yep.
Right.
Right in here. Okay, so tell us why you think they're here and tapping on your window.
When we first moved into our new place, we moved all the kids' bicycles, our gas grill, our charcoal grill underneath our kids' windows. And it was covered by like a canopy tarp. There was no way no one could get to the window to tap on it.
That's
Okay,
There's a
but
no.
wood fence on the one side. You couldn't get to it. I'm 100% for sure it was no person knocking on the window.
Then why
So
don't
you're just not gonna admit that it was a person.
I don't think it was. I really don't.
okay, all right.
Is there anything else that makes you think that Mr. Drews is cheating?
I found a fingernail at my doorstep?
We back to the
Fingernail?
tapping, a fingernail.
A fingernail, yes, a fake fingernail, like this one right here.
A little press-on nail.
Yeah.
And you don't wear
my rug.
press-on nails?
No,
Where'd you find it?
in front of my door.
Okay, so Mr. Drews, whose nail is this?
I have no clue. It's either got to be from the people that used to live in our house. That's the only thing.
Tap, tap, tap.
Because she
This
found
don't
it
make
right
no
before.
sense.
She found it like
It
the
don't.
4th or 5th day we moved in.
No.
Which is consistent because she
What
said the
tap,
tapping
tap,
was like the
tap?
third day you
But that
moved
was in
in.
front of the house, not the back of the house. The tapping was at the back of the house,
Yes, it
not
was
the
at the
front.
back of the
Well,
house.
if you
But it
gonna
ain't like they
tap
can't
and
go to
ain't
the
nobody
front.
answer, you gonna go all the way around the house. You ain't gonna tap, 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 tap.
But if the nail was gonna fall off, wouldn't the nail have been in the back?
Well,
After all that, look, after all that tapping, the nail just gave up and said, I'm gonna fall off.
Now, what will happen if you find out he is cheating? What is at stake?
Our marriage?
You will be done.
Yes, I don't want to live like that.
I wouldn't want to live like that, so I wouldn't do it.
But you all have been together for 16 years. You have a family together.
It's the, I feel
Trust
like I've
part.
been through, yeah. a lot of mental, like he's been playing mind games with me about it.
So you have
That
all
part right
a
there.
family at stake, 16 years of living together and being together, having survived an issue before in the past. All of it's at stake today.
Yep.
And you are trying to resolve this tension you've been living with for 2 or 3 years.
This court has done a full and a complete investigation to get to the bottom of these allegations. At this time, the court will call a certified polygraph examiner, Michael Williams, to determine, is he cheating? Ron, please report Mr. Williams in.
Michael Williams.
Good day, Mr. Williams. How are you?
I'm doing fine, Your Honor. How are you?
I'm doing good. It's good to see you.
Good to
Thank
see you too.
Would you state your credentials, please, for the court?
I'm a retired federal agent with over 25 years of law enforcement experience. I'm currently a certified polygraph examiner for the state of Georgia, and I'm also a licensed private detective.
Before you ask that question, I'm watching Mr. Drews. I gotta ask you, is there anything that you want to get off your chest?
I had an issue with one of the questions from when we knew each other was cheating. I didn't like the way it was phrased. I'm pretty sure that it was before we got married, but I never had sex with nobody besides the one you know about. But I did fool around once.
So are you,
All right.
are you trying to precondition us for the answer?
I'm
I'm admitting to a time back before the one thing happened. Other than that, I'm fine with all the other questions. I'm good.
All right, well, we need to jump into it. Is there anything else you need to confess?
Nope, that's it.
All right, we've not had the precondition
Yeah.
of before the polygraph.
Okay, I'm just telling you on that question.
That one question, it might be something, but it really wasn't because I wasn't and it was.
Because it
That
sounds
was
like
why
you're
we
trying
both
to...
were doing our own thing. You know what I
Okay.
mean? While we was arguing.
All right, well, Mr. Williams, let's get to the question. You asked Mr. Drews, have you given any of the items your wife says were missing to anyone with whom you've had sexual contact? What was his response to that question?
Your Honor, he answered no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined he was being truthful.
Told you. Told you.
You also asked Mr. Drews, when your wife found a bodily fluid stain on the bed sheets, was that stain from you having sexual intercourse with anyone other than your wife? What was his response?
Your Honor, he said no.
What did the lie detector determine?
On this particular question, the lie detector determined he was being truthful.
Ms. Drews' arms are not unfolded yet. So
I see that.
that's a classic sign of I don't believe.
I'm
No,
waiting.
Yeah, I'm waiting.
waiting to the end. I'm
Not convinced yet.
right. You asked Mr. Drews, since you've been married, other than what your wife already knows, have you had sexual intercourse or physical sexual contact with anyone other than your wife? What was his response?
Your Honor, he said no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined he was being truthful.
Told you. I didn't marry you to mess it up.
And the tears that we're seeing now, those tears of relief and happiness that he has not been cheating on
Yeah.
you, that he's been telling you the truth. Are you ready to move past this now?
Yes, I am.
Is there anything you want to say to Mr. Drews?
I'm sorry.
I'm just glad we got it over with. Maybe we can move on now. Because I'm tired of fighting. It's got to go.
I get it.
Ms. Drews,
I am too.
I think that even though, okay. Even though you say, Ms. Drews, that you put the past behind you, I think it's been lingering like a ghost, and you've given shape to that ghost. And I think that you really are going to have to work intentionally on giving him space and giving him the room to know that you're trusting. Now, and Mr. Drews, I see you relieved. You're shedding tears. You're going to have to give her a lot of grace. It's going to be real easy for you to become bitter.
I've checked out. I admit I've checked out sometimes, and it's because of the constant fighting. You know, I come home.
Yeah.
I don't want to do nothing to improve the household when all I'm going to do is turn around and get screamed at and yelled at and accused of something I'm not doing. So what's the point of working on something if I know it's just going to get destroyed?
And this is not only affecting you two, it's affecting your whole family.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so talk to our counselor, Dr. Jeff, and he's going to help you all as you continue to move forward from this spot.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
As we say in this courtroom, don't cheat yourself out of a chance for a happy and a healthy relationship. Court is adjourned.
Thank you.
Thank you.